Manchester United enter the international break second in the Premier League and in a strong position in the Champions League, but the two-week respite looks to have arrived at the perfect time. Jose Mourinho's men have suffered key injuries over the past 2 months and since the October international break have won just one league game. With 10 days before the next fixture against Newcastle, the manager has 4 key areas to focus on. Get the injured players fit. Medical staff clearly have a big role to play, but Mourinho has recognised his own responsibilities already by giving Ander Herrera and Chris Smalling a week off to recharge the batteries. Marwan Fellaini was fit enough for the bench against Chelsea, while Paul Pogba and Marcos Rojo are nearing a return. The international break will be invaluable in preparing the trio for a return to action in time for a congested calendar which sees United play 11 matches before Christmas. Work done at Carrington, both in the treatment room and on the training ground over the next 10 days, is vital for success on the field in the weeks ahead. Manchester United's Plan B vs Chelsea should never become Plan A again. Restore Henrik Mkhitaryan's confidence. Mkhitaryan had another nightmare at Chelsea to extend his run of poor form that has unsurprisingly coincided with Pogba's enforced absence. He now heads off to lead his country in matches against Belarus and Cyprus, and he might be one player that Mourinho is happy to see feature over the international break. However, the United manager has repeatedly picked Mkhitaryan and he has shown no sign of being able to play himself back into form. The Armenian looks short of ideas and entirely bereft of confidence. With the injury situation improving, the manager can afford to give Mkhitaryan an extended rest when the domestic calendar resumes. Henrik Mkhitaryan has been in poor form for weeks. Take a closer look at the contract situation. Asked about the contract situation in September, Mourinho brushed off the inquiries by suggesting that Juan Mata, Ander Herrera, Ashley Young, Daley Blind, Luke Shaw and Sam Johnston would all have the one-year options on their current contracts triggered this summer. However, he has since admitted he is worried about Marwan Fellaini, who will become a free agent at the end of the season and is attracting interest from clubs across Europe. Jose Mourinho gives Manchester United injury update on 3 players. The Belgian has been key for United this season, and even if the forthcoming transfer activity lessens his influence, it seems foolish for the club to lose him for nothing after his best campaign in Manchester. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Michael Carrick are also out of contract at the end of the season, and while clearly not all 9 players have futures at the club, it is far from ideal to have so many first-teamers approaching the end of their deals at once. Mourinho should be putting some pressure on to get long-term extensions secured, particularly for the 2 Spaniards and Fellaini. Marwan Fellaini is free to talk to overseas clubs in January. Reconsider his approach to big games. The stats make for grim reading. The record in Mourinho's last 10 away games against the top 6 reads 5 defeats and 5 0-0 draws. 1 goal has been the sum total of damage done in the opposition penalty areas. Mourinho has to find a way to get United scoring against their big rivals away from home. The drab stalemate at Anfield yielded a point more than the vastly more open encounter against Chelsea, but if United are to be serious contenders, they have to start winning at least some of these matches. At the start of December, United travel to the Emirates to face Arsenal before hosting the first Manchester derby of the season the following weekend. Mourinho has until then to find a solution to the attacking woes. Get all the latest Manchester United news first with our new app. Download it here now.